We all have food in the morning, afternoon, and night in our daily lives. What do we do with the leftovers? Do we throw them away? No, we store them in containers inside the refrigerator to eat the next day. This way, there's no wastage. You all know this. When we buy lots of vegetables from the market, we put them in the refrigerator to keep it fresh for a long time. If that's what you think, right, then no. Some items can be stored in the fridge, but not all. Since people are not aware, they put everything in the fridge and then the taste, color, all changes. Some food items like butter must be kept in the fridge and some must not be stored. There's so many items, how confusing. Wait. Now you'll be surprised to learn items that can be stored outside and remain fresh. Here are the points. First, bread. We all love to eat bread with butter and it tastes delicious. But remember, once you buy bread from the market and open the packet, if you store the leftover in the fridge, it becomes tasteless. How? You might say that keeping it out will also make it tasteless. If you keep the leftover bread outside for many days at a stretch, mold forms on the bread and it starts to smell. You throw it away and it's wasted. This is why you refrigerate it, but no, it will spoil the taste. The fridge might prevent molding, but it makes the bread dry and bland. Here's a suggestion. See how much bread your family needs. Maybe it's half a packet and finish it the same day. It will taste fresh. Buy for a few days, it's enough. Remember, do not keep it outside for many days. Buy how much you need and finish it off so it tastes fresh. Second, fresh herbs. Herbs like basil, thyme, and others lose flavor and become dry when stored in the fridge. Instead, buy in small quantities. Place them on the kitchen platform and use it while cooking. They will stay fresh. But keep it away from direct sunlight or in a glass with the stems submerged in water. Do not keep it in the fridge. Third, coffee powder. Coffee powder must not be stored in airtight containers in the fridge as it causes mold and its flavor gets ruined. Store your coffee in an airtight container at room temperature anywhere in your kitchen. While using the coffee, use a clean and dry spoon to keep it fresh for a long time. Fourth, honey. Keeping honey in the fridge will cause it to harden and alter its taste. It should be stored at room temperature away from direct sunlight. Honey will crystallize over a period of time. It is better to plan your purchase. Once you finish it, you can buy it again. Fifth, bananas. Bananas, when kept at room temperature, help the fruit to ripen and taste better. You all know that bananas are not to be kept in the fridge. Once your bananas become brown, do not throw them away. Instead, keep them in the freezer. With these frozen bananas, you can make different types of desserts like milkshakes, frozen yogurts, etc. Remember, overripe bananas, if kept near fruits like grapes, apples, papaya, etc., can make the fruits ripen quicker. So try to keep the bananas away from them. Sixth, nuts and dry fruits. Nuts and dry fruits have very high nutritional value. You might think they are very expensive and need to be refrigerated. Don't do this. Refrigerating them changes their taste and results in loss in their nutritional value. There's no need to refrigerate them. Store them in a cool spot in an airtight container and consume whenever you want. Seventh, Kesar. You all know this. Kesar has a good fragrance and is very expensive. You all know that. It is fragrant, high nutrients, antioxidants, and extremely flavorful. You may think it must be refrigerated because it is expensive. If you do this, then its taste and nutrients are all lost. Don't do this. Instead, store it in your kitchen at a nice spot to preserve its flavor. Use it in milk, sweets, etc. and enjoy the rich taste, fragrance and nutrients of kesar. You saw the 7 food items. Now let me ask you a question. What about tomatoes, potatoes, and garlic? Let me tell you that you must never store tomatoes in the fridge. Keeping tomatoes in the fridge ruins the texture and taste. Onion becomes black in the fridge. Even garlic must not be kept inside. It is better to store them at room temperature in your kitchen. Keep them away from each other to preserve their taste. Keep them in separate paper bags to ensure they remain fresh for long. Plan your purchase and eat them while they are fresh. If you buy in bulk as you do not want to go to the market often, then you lose flavor. Buy in small quantities. Be healthy, eat tasty food, and live a long life.